Hey guys, it's gonna be a quick guide on Icicle Frost Mage build. I know there's a lot of people out there building the beam and not a lot building the Icicle, so it's for all the players who's looking to like build it but don't know what to build. All right, so to start this off, you're gonna want to go for crit and luck. You don't want to build luck too high because at a certain point it starts to diminish. So right now I'm looking for around 30%, but when tier two drop, or I don't know why I said tier two, when season two drop and they drop the new gears, I'm pretty sure it's gonna go a little higher. But your main stats you want is gonna be crit, luck, versatility, and then mastery. I'm probably gonna lose some more mastery for some versatility. Um, and I'm probably gonna keep my crit around 40% and my luck around 30%. As for main stat, you obviously want the int. So just basically get all mage gears. They should automatically come with int. Um, so we're gonna go into the icicle spec for talents. So once you get to your halfway mark, you automatically have to get all of these in order to get to your next point. And I pick the icicle. Let me see if I can reset this. Let's see. All right, reset for free. Perfect. So automatically you have to get all of these in order just to get to the next one. Should just activate the whole thing. You have to get every last one of these. So you're gonna see right now it's still closed. But once I get these last two, it should open up. See? So you got the frost beam spec, and this is just basically the Kamehameha. It's gonna just charge and just keep just blasting, blasting, blasting. Does massive damage, really good for AoE. I play with a lot of frost mage that use beam, and they usually do very well during like the boss. But once you get to the like during the dungeon, they do very well. Once you get to the boss, their damage starts to fall off compared to Icicle. Icicle is the opposite. It does okay against AoE, against the dungeon mobs, but you're gonna lack in damage compared to the marksman and then the beam frost mage. Once you get to the boss, that's when everything's changed. The icicle starts to, stand out. Um, I'm free to play other than buying the battle pass. So when I go up against frost mages that are beam that's also free to play, I usually out damage them at the boss and sometimes throughout the dungeon. But when I go against a pay to win frost mage that uses beam, they usually out damage me by a couple million. So as a free to play frost mage, yeah, I usually out damage the beams. I'm not saying the beam is bad. The beam is just really good for mob forming. Basically, it's good for throughout the dungeon, and then it does good against the boss. Just it doesn't do as well as the icicle. Um, so we're gonna go into the icicle spec first. I will go down the middle and take the energy saving, and then go into the deep cold. Right, this deep cold will give you a lot more damage with the frost lance. Um, it's just way more damage. Then you're gonna want to go down into the frost domain or try to get the endless first. When I did it, we was limited to points, so I went into the ice domain first. Shorter route. What? Okay. I guess I'll go into this then. Um, and then I went into the endless code. This is gonna be your meteor damage. A lot of people say endless code does more damage than icicle, but I had to. I bet to differ. The icicle is gonna do it way more damage. So I ended up getting into the endless code, and then come back up and grab these two, the shattering, and then you're going to come down into the lucky strike, the luck damage, and then into the glaze vastness. Is gonna be your elite damage. Um, we're all at 70 points now. If you did your your trials. So I'm gonna go in down this way. I'm gonna get the snow shadow, and then I'm gonna go down into the deadly frost lance. This is gonna give you a 20% boost of damage when the target is less than 35% HP. So immediately at that 35% mark, you're gonna get that 20% boost damage for the rest of that fight, which is a lot of damage. So we're gonna get into that. A lot of people go in and get this. I'm not really a fan of it. The trickle is I don't see that much of a damage difference. And then there are some people that get the frost crystal for the int. I'm not really a fan of that either. So when you get up to enough points to get down here, I'm gonna go down to here, and then you want to go straight down till you get to this point, right? Once you get here, if you're limited on points, I will go and get the Frost Lance Barrage first. This gives you 2 shots every shot, right? During the permafrost, massive damage. And then you can either get the Meteor Storm for an extra hit and a 10% ice bonus, but I would preferably go into the Infusion just because it gives you an extra Frost Crystal and it gives you the increased ice damage by 100. And then when it ends, it resets your crystals before the permafrost, which means if you play in auto combat mode, it's automatically gonna use your permafrost when you have 4 crystals. Once that 4 crystals in, that permafrost in, you're gonna get those 4 crystals back and you're gonna be able to use those again. That's gonna get you faster to get that analyst code, to get those 20 for that analyst code. So I will go into that and then go into that meteor storm, right? So we got about 8 points left. Um, I go and get that freezing meteor just to freeze those enemies, and then on top of that, you can increase the permafrost by 0.5 seconds every crit for your lance and your meteor. So that's pretty good. It's an extra 5 seconds. Um, so get that down to 6 points left. You need this critical code. Now you can follow that route and get whatever you want, but this I want to say this is another must have. It gives you a 15% crit damage increase when you're in permafrost, and it gives your allies a 3%. So this is a must have. This is a must have. This is a must have, and this is a must have. So we're gonna get that. We down to 3 points left. I used to get the Icicle volley. This skill is really good. It's gonna shoot that extra every 10 frost lance. Gonna shoot that extra lance. Now it says every 10 casts of frost lance, but that's not true. You're gonna see it's gonna be every like 5 frost lance. With this shoots 2 frost lance at once, so it cuts this down to half. So every 5th frost lance, you're gonna see about 3, and I'm gonna put a video over to show you that. But you're gonna see it's gonna shoot 3, which is gonna be an extra every 5. So you're gonna get this every 5 instead of every 10. And then we're gonna go back up. We got 2 points left. Um, I will get this. Where is it? This one, the blizzard. This reduces the blizzard. Reduces the target's ice resistance by 10%. We don't really have a lot to work with 2 points. I don't really like this one. This one doesn't really do much damage than that. Um, you can get this for your blizzard because I use blizzards, but so far I've did tests with this, and I've did tests with this, and I just do more damage with the freaking blizzard, 10% reduce. And I'm gonna show you how to use that later on in the video. So we're gonna get that blizzard. That's gonna be all our points for that. Now we're gonna go into the skills. As for the skills, you want to focus on Frostland 6 first, and then Meteor Storm 6. I had to do a little padding to join some groups, so I put 3 on every skill just to get some points. That was about a week ago, but I was able to get this up to 6 and get this to 5. Unfortunately, you have to do padding when you're playing this game because some people won't let you in their groups, even though you do way more damage without padding. So yeah, sometimes you have to. Frostlance, I'll go with 6 first. Then I go with Meteor Storm 6. Um, I'm a Blizzard. I use Blizzard. And most people use Maelstrom. I only use that when I need to group up mobs for people, so I switch between it. That's why I have that at level 30. But other than that, I don't use it. I'm a Blizzard user. So I'm gonna go 6 with Frostlance, 6 with Meteor. I might go Permafrost 6 next, and then probably Blizzard or Crystal Veil. Let me see what Crystal Veil ice damage. Yeah, so I'll probably go with Permafrost, then Crystal Veil, and then Blizzard 6, and then Glacier Hymn 6, and then the Rain Call Surge 6. Um, in that order. For the Imagines, Muku Chief, Muku Scout. Other people do like tests with Vino. Where you at, Vino? Vino. Don't see it. But some people use the crab um for the mastery. I don't think the crab is good. Um, I don't see Vino. Oh, here you go. Vino. And then a lot of people use Vino. I personally, there are some people that use Inferno Goblin too for the int. Because I think it gives you like 10. It gives you 10 int, 10% int, which is a lot of int. But then a lot of people use is Mugu Scout. Mugu Scout says it gives you attack. But a lot of people did test with it, and I did test with it too, and it works for magic attack too. But maybe they're gonna fix that, maybe not. I don't know. I'm gonna get at the 5 soon. But at the time I was running the Tyrant and the Mugu Chief. Right now I got the Mugu Chief and the Mugu Scout. I'm working on getting this up, um, leveled up, but it's kind of hard to form these wheels as a free to play. Um, for gear, obviously, you're gonna go with your best gear, luck crit. I use my rune slots for my armor piece, for my glove piece, and my boots piece. I know that your armor and your helmet would be better options because you can get the crit and luck on it. But for me, I feel like that it was better for me to do the arm and the boots because in the future, when we get level 80 gear, I looked online, you're gonna want a lot more versatility, and your helmet and your armor is gonna come with versatility in it. So it's gonna be best to run glove boots. But for right now, with the level 50 or level 60 gear, you can run with the runes for the helmet and armor if you want. But for me, I'm doing the armor boots, and then the other two pieces gonna be both bracelets. Um, and then you get these pieces. You're gonna want to get crit luck. I'm still working on crit luck, and I think earring, no necklace. Still working on crit luck here. I don't know if you can get the luck in a necklace. I'm not really sure. Maybe I get crit invert or crit and mastery, but I'm still working on crit luck here. Let's see. All right, so you get mastery haste. I don't know what that last stat is. And then for the weapon, obviously, I got the upgraded weapon, but you also gonna want crit luck in your weapon too. So that's for gear. For modules, I see a lot of videos online for the Ice Mage build, but I don't ever see anything. They never mention the modules. So right now for the modules, I'm going for the crit focus because the crit focus give you 12% crit damage. Um, and then I'm probably gonna go for the special attack. It's gonna help with your ice lance to give you 12% damage to ice lance boost. So I'm gonna go crit focus and then the special attack. Maybe the special attack first and crit focus. Right now I only can find a lot of crit focus ones instead of special attacks. But special attack, crit focus, and then maybe ant boost or elite strike. I think maybe elite strike would be the better option because it gives you 6.6 damage dealt to stronger enemies. And then if you want, you can go with the agile It's gonna give you actually that's for attack. You don't want that. No one. Why they recommend that? Is it for magic attack too? 80 int after entering combat, speed 30% and attack 10%. Maybe it works with magic attack. I just don't read it. I don't know, but they recommend it. But yeah, I will go with special attack, crit focus, and then probably intellect boost. Um Damage stack is okay, but um maybe elite strike. I might go with elite strike, but for now I'm aiming for special attack and crit focus right now. Um if I look at what I'm at right now, I got quick focus to 20 and my special attack to 18. I need two more to get that to 20 if I can find some more boosts. Unfortunately, they come with these bad boosts on there. So you have I got agility boost at 9, elite strike at 4, which would be better if it was the opposite way around, the 94. There's strength boost and a cast focus. But these two right now is where I'm focused at right now. This thing is really confusing. It took me a while to really understand any of this stuff. But you're looking for like really good rolls. Like this one is almost a really good roll. It would be 10-10 red, but it's an agility boost. Like that's the bad thing. If it was like any other thing, it would have been better. But it was almost 10-10 with two things I need. If it had been like special attack or elite mob, it would have been a really good roll. Um, they have new ones coming out soon, and those new ones are going to be gold modules. And with the gold modules, you're going to be able to buy 100 of these gold modules things a week, and basically you're going to be able to get golden modules. Now the golden modules, I don't know what stats they run. I'm assuming there might be higher than 10, 10, 10. Maybe it's like 15 or something like that. I don't know. I'm hoping it's like I'm hoping it's higher than 10. But these perfect components, they're gonna basically give you the you get 100 of these a week basically, and it starts on Monday for us. Um, but yeah, I'm assuming it's gonna give you 3 stats. These golden modules gonna give you 3 stats because they have 3 nods in them. So yeah, I don't know what this is though because it's 3 white ones. This blue, yellow, red, blue, yellow, red. But this one has 3 white ones. So here you're gonna see I'm gonna shoot those 10 frost lances and it's gonna give me that extra frost lance from the talent, but I'm only gonna shoot 5. So you're gonna see 2, 4, 6, 8, and then this one's gonna be 3 right there. I'm gonna show you a rotation that I use. You're gonna see that I already got my blizzard ready. I already used the 15 crystals, but this is similar without having it. You're just gonna basically hold off on some things. My rotation, I usually use the Muku Chief, Muku Scout, and then Ultimate, Blizzard, and then the auto's gonna put me in permafrost, and then it's gonna keep launching all those ice lance. This game has a smart auto feature where it uses the skills based on priority. So the most important skills it uses first if it's gonna increase the damage of other skills. So when I say that, I mean like this game, if I put my in auto, is gonna wait till I get about 4 of these frost crystals, and when I get 4 of those frost crystals, it's gonna activate permafrost. The reason why is because once you come out of that permafrost, if you have the talent tree once you come out that permafrost, you're automatically gonna get those 4 crystals back, which is gonna aid you towards using your meteor, your endless code. Um, so I'm gonna put in auto, and I'm just gonna show you how I use it. It automatically launches those meteors first, automatically. You get about 20 to 23 crystals out of using that, and it brings you into the endless code. So it's gonna keep launching meteors. Now we're gonna have like downtime, the in between time, where you're just gonna basically do whatever I like to save some of my crystals, kind of waiting for the Muku Chief to not Muku Chief, but the Muku Scout to pop up. So I'm just gonna use a few of these. Now permafrost is gonna pop again. So we're gonna hit that. So we're gonna go into endless right after this, endless code, and then we're gonna save that ultimate. We're gonna basically save that ultimate for the Muku Scout, Muku Chief combination. So we're going to endless code. We're gonna have that around. We should have like around 12-ish seconds after that end for the Muku Scout. Um, so before it goes into permafrost again, because they got 7 seconds, we're gonna do some delaying. So we're gonna hit the blizzard. We're gonna hit the old Muku's Chief. It's gonna hit perma, and then we're gonna just pop that Muku Scout. So that's basically the combination. And then right after they get out of here, it's gonna go right back into endless code. So you basically just want to have that rotation over and over. You can do whatever you want in between time. Just make sure you save some of those crystals for that permafrost. But yeah, that's basically that. Um, if you have any ideas or any better solutions other than Blizzard, um, you know, be my guest and put it in the comments. Right now, so far, this is what the best I've come up with what we have right now. I'm pretty sure there's some builds out there that's probably better in DPS, but as for now, this is the best I got. So there's gonna be a little clip of me doing the DPS rotations against a new dragon. So I just wanted to throw this clip in there. It's the mechanics on this is easier than people have been making it out to be. Just a lot of people is not getting it, I guess. So it's gonna be harder to clear it with randoms. Probably easier if you do it with your guild, because most likely they all know what to do. But with randoms, it's gonna be a lot harder. And this clip is just me with a training party, people that's learning how to do it. And yeah, most of them didn't know what they were doing. I already knew what to do. I just wanted to join this party in general just to see, how it was gonna work with people that I was training, learning the mechanics. And they did pretty well to lead up to this. A lot of the main factors that was, causing the wipes were that the healers were dying. Most of the like my healer and my team just kept dying right before the crystal part, so we couldn't really um, do it. But yeah, it's just gonna be a quick clip on that. Yeah, thanks for watching this video. Hopefully it helps somebody out. Yeah, and enjoy this little clip. Deuces.